Give big round of applause. We would like to invite to have intercessors or delegates from overseas to come to the field. Thank you very much. Excellencies, distinguished guests, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor to have the Minister of Research, Technology and Higher Education of the Republic Indonesia, His Excellency Professor Muhammad Nasir PhD, to deliver a keynote speech under the themes Higher Education Management in the Industrial Era 4.0. For Professor Muhammad Nasir PhD, the time is yours.
Bismillah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, all of you. Honorable Rector Islamic University of Malang, Professor Mas Tuki. Maskuri, Professor Maskuri, I'm sorry. I apologize all of that. Honorable Dr. Pandono is Director General of Institute of and then all speakers and member of Parliament, Lukman Hakim and Ibu Latifah Sahib. Honorable President and unity leaders, and then guest participants and ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Ministry of Research, Technology and Higher Education, I would like to welcome and deliver to keynote speech in the topic, the role of higher education in facing the challenges of the era of disruptive technologies. Hello to all of you. In the fourth industrial revolution causes the disruption of technology. We disrupt various aspects of life. So let's at the end create a new culture of life. In Industry 4.0, 75% of jobs involve the ability of science, technology, engineering, and mathematics, Internet of Things, and lifelong learning environment. Regarding to the 55% organizations in the world are experiencing widening digital talent gaps now, like Asian, math, and enough writing and mathematics. Now it is not enough, but I would like to push the others concentration and literation, like data literation, technology literation, and human literation. It is very, very important for our countries to develop this one. They are all higher education. Data literacy is ability to read, analyze, and use information like in big data. This is very important now. And especially in the digital world. And then technology literacy is understanding how machine works, application technology like coding, artificial intelligence, Internet of Things, and engineering principle. It is very, very important to all higher education, all students to know in technology. Maybe the all higher education are enough in reading, writing, and the mathematics, but now it is publication and then live on library. But I would like to hope our research to don't try and commercialize the industry. And then the human literacy is mastering in communication, design, and humanity. In this transformation to visit the fourth industrial revolution, the first implementation of three pillars of higher education. Indonesian call istri dharma perguruan tinggi include learning and studying. The second, research, and third, community services to public. And then to be aligned with the fourth industrial revolution. The second, higher education curriculum need to be equipped the new literacy, include data literacy, technology literacy, and human literacy. The first, after developing the information technology and communication now, in the higher education now, push to blend and hybrid learning, online learning. It is time for us as a higher education institution to start engaging ICT for our teaching and learning process. Also for fostering collaboration with other higher education and communication locally and globally. And then I would like to hope to cooperate and collaborate our president and rector from other countries to collaborate this one. It is very, very important to connect and then collaborate to developing the new model in learning in higher education. And then lifelong learning should be facilitated by university as the education activities include education will never stop, need to provide access to lifelong learning for reskilling and upskilling. Islamic University of Malang to cooperate with other countries in developing and build or facility now. It is very important, especially in developing information technology and communication to with blended learning or hybrid learning. And then internationalization and connectivity. It is very easy now. Connectivity from to face live and then to connecting by online learning. It is very, very good like that. Honorable participants, ladies and gentlemen, in closing this one, I want to underline that universities are required to not only provide quality higher education, but also to produce graduates who not only become workers, but are also able to create jobs. Not enough to jobs seeker, but job creator now. But also to create job and become entrepreneur. Now startup is very important. Chief Minister Research Technology and Higher Education start from 2014 until now. Indonesia developing startup less more than 1,300 startup. It is very good now. Good challenge now in Indonesia because it's developing from research. It is very good. And then I would like to hope the all participants, the all speakers, the all rectors from other countries to collaborate and cooperate with our university like Islamic University of Malang and the other university, both state or private university. It is very, very important for our country. Because now, along with all of you, Indonesia now have one university, less more than 4,713 universities. Very large. And then the amount of students, less more than a million. 8 million. Maybe your country, your population, all students. Because more than 232 million. So it is very large. So I would like to hope for cooperation and collaboration with our higher education. Thank you very much, all of you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, Professor Muhammad Nasir, PhD, the Minister of Research, Technology and Higher Education, who has delivered his speech. Excellencies, distinguished guests, delegates, ladies and gentlemen. Now we come to the last session of this opening ceremony to have group photo sessions. All delegates together with the Minister of Research, Technology and Higher Education. We would like to invite once again Professor Muhammad Nasir to come to the podiums, accompanied by all rectors and all delegates from overseas and all rectors from domestic universities. Kami panggil seluruh pimpinan perguruan tinggi dalam negeri untuk foto bersama. Bapak Ibu bisa di atas panggung, untuk Prof. Amin Haidar. Dari pimpinan Yayasan Direktur Pasca Sarjana dan Bapak Ibu Dekan. Thank you very much. Give big round of applause to everyone here. Thank you very much, Pak Menteri has opened officially this Global Summit of University Leaders. And afterward, we're going to have coffee break. Coffee break before we come to the first session of International Symposium Session 1, Higher Education Management in the Industrial Era 4.0 East and West Experiences. And afterward, we going to invite after this the Vice Rector of University of Selam Malang, Professor Junaidi Mister, President of National Pingtung University Taiwan, President of Mindanao State University Philippines, Rector of Moscow City University Russia, President of Raja Mangala University of Technology Krungten Thailand, and President of Akoba University of Technology Jordan, of Research, Technology and Higher Education, Republic Indonesia, who is attending in this global summit of university leaders. Thank you very much, the Minister, and hope we looking forward to see you again in the next global summit of university leaders. Excellencies, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, for the time we are going to have a brief sessions to drink coffee and tea to refresh our mind and the situation. Thank you very much. Okay, once again, we would like to invite Pingtung University. Okay, okay, so you are already there. President of Mindanao State University. Okay, so already on the stage. Director of Moscow City University, Russia. We would like to invite you to the podium, Mr. Professor Dr. Elsie. Krungten, University of Technology, Krungten. Okay, so already there. And the last one is President of Aqaba University of Technology, Jordan. Five presenters. Only five presenters. Okay. His Excellency Professor and Masud Said PhD to lead this session.
Thank you very much. Distinguished guests, speakers, and also rectors. It is a very good opportunity for us to share experience from our colleges. We have now Rector of University of Islam Malang, Vice Rector Professor Junaidi will share his experience how to develop, for example, academic spare in this campus, and also we've got President of National Pintung University, Taiwan, Professor Dr. Mike Waikaku. Thank you. And also we have President of Mindanao State University, Philippines, our neighbor, Habib W. Machayong, GBA. Oh, we are thank you. And then number 3, we have got number 4, please. Sorry. Rector of Moscow City University, Russia, Professor Dr. Elsin Asimov. How far? How long you fly from Russia to here? 20 jam melebihi ke Mekah dan Madinah. Terbang dari Moskow ke Jalan Dimana sini. And then we have got also President of Raja Mangala University of Technology, Klungtep, Thailand, and President of Aqaba University of Technology, Jordan, Professor Soleh F. Al-Sahatib, PhD. Ladies and gentlemen, every single development needs human. It is not easy to develop our campus in the era of technology. Now we are living in the era of communication and technology. So there are so many problems facing university. I would like our distinguished guests, rectors and president of university to come here sharing their experience. But we have very limited time. We have only 60 minutes for 6 speakers or 5 speakers. And then each speaker will spend only maybe 10 minutes. There is no question. And then there are so many topics. For example, we will ask them to share experience, how to link the graduates to industrial world, how far they develop online teaching in the era of technology, how they enhance academic quality, and so on. Let's start with, from my left, I'm from Thailand. From Thailand first. Is that you first? Ya, ini tuan rumah nggak sabar, jadi we please Professor Dr. Junaidi to share his experience how to develop Unisma become international university. Time is yours.
8 to 10 minutes. Okay, thank you, sorry. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Our distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Now I'm going to talk about the experience of the University of Islam Malang in developing our institutions. I put the title here, Managing Higher Education's Industrial Era 4.0, Experience of University of Islam Malang. I would like to start from the birth of the university, because you know that now this is our 38th anniversary, because the university was established on the 27th of March 1981, and it is under the central board of the largest Muslim organization, university, with an international standing and future orientation in science, technology, and culture for the welfare of the society based on the teachings of Islam, Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. If we look at the visions here, there are 2 points that becomes our concern here. One is developing intellectual capacity, and the other one is developing spiritual or religious capacity to promote peaceful society. That's why, in relation to our concern here, we set something that we have declared a few hours ago, that is our concern about the peaceful society in the context of industrial era. Our motto here is this: we create intellectuals who are ulama, and ulama who are intellectuals. We know that intellectuals are people who are knowledgeable in science and technology, while ulama are those who are knowledgeable in Islam particularly. So we are going to have our alumni who are intellectuals, but at the same time they are also ulama. Because this is our concern, to develop the students both intellectually and spiritually. Sorry. Okay, good. In the management of the university, our top leader is the rector, and then assisted by 4 vice rectors, 1 in charge of academic and corporate affairs, and then Vice Rector 2 for Financial and Personnel Affairs, for Vice Rector 3 Student Alumni and Religious Affairs, and then Vice Rector 4 for Promotional, Institutional and IT Affairs. So those are covering the task of developing intellectual capacity of the students and the spiritual capacity. Next. Sorry? Come on. Okay. 3+ working spirit. That's our working spirit here. Developed by the founding fathers of the university. But then in the development we put 1 more. That's why we call it 3+. 1 is interpreting. So our academic staff and also admin staff are supposed to work honestly in the university. And the second spirit is sincerity. So they have to work with full heart and soul. Harmony is the third, to sustain unity and togetherness of all academic members. In addition to the 3 that we call it 3+, we add 1 more, that's truthfulness. The the seriousness in working. So the staff are supposed to work seriously. Unisma, we call this tagline, Unisma from NO, that's the Muslim organization, Nahdlatul Ulama. Unisma from NO for Indonesia and world civilizations. And I think you have heard this tagline quite several times this morning. In order to develop both the academic capacity, intellectual capacity, and religious capacity, some actions are already taken. The first one, particularly for developing the academic capacity of all members, the teachers and also the students. We are improving the lecturers' education level and professional rank. Almost 50% of the lecturers hold doctorate degree already, and we are still, increasing the number from year to year. And the second one is, of course, improving lecturers' competence in teaching, research, and community service. That's the three principles of the higher education in Indonesia. That's why developing materials for online learning is our focus. We invite collaboration with universities from overseas to develop our online learning, both in terms of full online or blended or something. And then also in the instructional processes through research-based teaching, scientific article writings. So we need to collaborate in terms of these things, I think. And then strengthening university industry community collaborations. So we strengthen the relationship, the collaboration between Unisma and the community, between Unisma and industry. In addition, we are also promoting internationalization. That's why we visit, we initialize collaborations overseas universities with Philippines, Thailand, Taiwan, Vietnam, Australia, New Zealand, Malaysia, Brunei Darussalam, of course, in the effort to internationalize Unisma. Well, of course, after signing the MOU, we need to implement the items in the MOU, so there are programs to be worked on together to realize the internationalization process of Unisma. We also implement the IT-based administration management, and then strengthening both internal and external quality assurance mechanisms. So internal mechanisms for quality assurance and also the external mechanisms for quality assurance, particularly from the National Accreditation Agency in Indonesia. And some of the study programs, some of the departments are already accredited level A, rank A in Unisma, and I think that's good. And then here we have two pictures. We have the MOU signing ceremony when we were in Taiwan a few months ago with a number of universities from Taiwan. Right. At that time, 25 universities from Indonesia and 25 universities from Taiwan. And there will be an exhibition, education exhibitions of Taiwan universities next month here in Indonesia. Hopefully there will be a success too. Right, we also have initiations of collaborations with Monash University in Australia a few months ago, and that's the picture. Then the actions for spiritual or religious capacity development. In Unisma here we have one subject called religion, Islam of course, which is compulsory for students to learn from semester 1 to semester 6. This is in order to develop the spiritual capacity of the students. Commencing and closing instructional classes with prayers and sholawat. Like what you experience in our processes of the ceremony, there is always salawat in the program. We do the same thing to start and to end the lessons for each class, each subject. Quranic recitation, we do it daily while we are teaching. When the classes are there, the students may read, recite Al-Quran. We also have monthly aggregation for salawat. We invite people to come together to aggregate for salawat reading and then jama'ah or congregate for prayer. They are carried out in order to strengthen the spiritual, the religious capacity of the students so that they are becoming good citizenship. The achievements that we get so far, we are ranked 69 out of 4,490 higher education institutions in Indonesia based on the ranking in 1918. Then For the East Java here, we are ranked 5 out of 328 higher education institutions. We are institutionally accredited rank B by Indonesian National Accreditation Agency, and 7 study programs or 7 departments are already accredited rank A. That's why that it's a good, a good capitals to study internationalizations, to work together, to collaborate internationally with other universities overseas. I think that's all for my presentations. Thank you and enjoy your time in Malang. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you. Big applause again to Professor Junaidi. There are so many lessons from this exploration, how to develop Unisma, become qualified university. And then thank you, Prof. Junaidi. And we invite now President of National Pingkun University, Taiwan, Professor Dr. Mike Waikaku. Time is yours. Tepuk tangan. Give applause to him.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is a very tough time because after having lunch, probably a lot of people will going sleep. But I hope my speech will wake you up. So, the leaders of the university, administrators, and even educators, I would like to share because the experience of my university, and actually because now a lot of the country talking about Industry 4.0, initiated by Germany, but many countries follow. Like I know, there's a Thailand 4.0, and now in Indonesia there's a industrial era 4.0, and even in Taiwan we have the productivity 4.0. But I'm here talking about University 4.0 and how my university to implement the concept of University 4.0. So my topic is the future of the university and the university of the futures, and University 4.0 and National Pingkun University. This is my university. Actually, my university is quite new, but in the meantime, it's also very old because it's the newly merged university in 2014, based on the two original universities. This newly merged university is very unique because in the higher education system in Taiwan, we received two major streams of the student. One is from the general higher education. The other one is from the higher professional and vocational education. This main branch, normally they go to different kinds of the higher institution for further education. But my university actually is a trinity. We have 3 in 1, which means that we have the higher general education. In the meantime, we also have the teachers' education and also technical and vocational education. So it's very comprehensive. Okay, we're talking about the future of the university of the futures. But the administrator here has to face a lot of the challenges. And the challenge is that the administrators and even the university leaders has to realize what are the challenges now and in the futures. So I list some of them for your reference. And then actually that's my experience. The first, you have to position and make your identity of the university. What is your university? And what is the special features of your university? Or what is the identity of your university? And what is your positioning? And the second is the mission, of the university, most of the educators here, you know the mission of the university. But nowadays, we have to end up this university social responsibility. I think this is very important because the university is not a closed, actually it's not ivory tower. It has to open to the society and to share the responsibility with all the communities. And so the university has to be respected by the society, and even the university has to compete the external resources. Because in Taiwan, for a public university like us, we are national university, we only receive about 50% of the annual budget from the university. So for the rest of it, we have to make our competition project to look for the external resources for teaching and research. And even we as our professors, not only doing research in the lab, they have to go out to do the academic industry cooperation. And the second page, for the challenge, we have to know what is the global competition, and even we have to know what is the local competition, because the university has to recruit enough amount of students and to train them to become the talents of the countries. So, in that sense, the local and international student recruitment will become an important issue. And even just mentioned by Vice President Junaidi, globalization and the university accreditation, rankings, and faculty assessment, so on and so forth. And the last but not least, is the competition and cooperation amongst the universities. So we cooperate in the Vietnam, we compete to each other. I think this is what I identify the challenge now we have, and also in the future. In that sense, we have to build up, we have to build a university for the needs of the national development, infrastructure development. So I always believe that our university is a lot of the stakeholders, which I put all the parts in the list. This is a stakeholder relationship in higher education. We have faculty members, we have the administrators, we have students, we have governments, and even we have student parents, alumni, entrepreneurs, and employers, and even most important, the taxpayer is our most important stakeholder. So the underline here, I just put a sentence. University is not an institution only offering jobs for teaching. So my idea is that as an emerging and unique university, we have to face the challenge for the futures. So we set up the strategies, and we have our measures for the university of the future. The first, we set up 2024 plus. The reason is that because our university just merged in 2014. So after 10 years, we have to move to some level. So we define that locality and globalization is our vision for 2024 plus. And for implementing the 2024 plus, we set up the strategies that we use UGSI. The UGSI, which means that my university has to work with the other university. And then we also have to work with the government And then we also have to work with societies and even the school from K to 12. And the last and not, but not least is that the university also have to work with industry and internations. So this is our strategy to make the university to connect to many kinds of the resources and even do many kinds of the corporations. So to implement this, some professors in the United States define that 1.0 is lectures and memorization. We have to know what we are now. Are we education 1.0 or we are now education 4.0? That depends on the motivation and even the driving force you set up for the university. So my opinion is that you have to check the education system in your own university is in what status. So this is the education 4.0. This is the slide that I get from the University of the Manchester, United States. And I also have my own definition of University 4.0. So ladies and gentlemen, please look at this slide. My point about the University 1.0 is that the teachers is teaching only. So just think about it. If your teacher just teaching and there's no new knowledge to be transferred from the teachers to our next generation, there will be a problem sooner or later. But it will come very soon. And what is the University 2.0? My point is that the university, the professor not only doing teaching, but they also doing research. But for this status, a lot of the professors, their research is only to publish, to get the papers. It's not really practical. So my point is that the research outcome has to be applied to the industrial needs, to the social needs, even to the country's needs. So University 3.0 is teaching plus research plus AIC. My point is academia, industry, operation. And what is so together with the three items, we have to spread out. We have to share all the outcomes and even the contribution to the society, to implement, to redeem our university social responsibility. That's what I'm doing in my university. Okay, so my point is to making my university a university 4.0. And now, actually, we are on the way. And I think we have already kicked off. And a lot of professors now understand what I mean, because I'm the leader of the university. So I have to design the strategy. I have to design the direction. So I think this can be an example, even an experience that I would like to share. And this is what we do, our university social responsibility to the disadvantaged and to those elite group in Taiwan. I think this is only some of the example. So, because of the time, I would like to summarize my talk. I have 4 points. You have to set up the visions and goals for the university. And the third, make plans and strategies for moving up and moving forward. The last, be prepared for unprecedented competitions and challenges. Because in many countries, we are now facing the same problem, is that the birth rate, or some words, fertility rate is very low. which means that the student number is decreasing. So you have to compete with other universities for student recruitment. But how? And by how? You have to compete with the other universities. So I think this is four points I would like to summarize. And before I end my talk, I would like to use the two examples which I follow very much. The first one is the former president of the Republic of South Africa, Nelson Mandela. He once said, education is the most powerful weapon to change the world, which I totally agree. You know, if the education system in the country is complete and perfect, I think our next generation will ensure a very good hope for the countries, for the nations, and even for us. And the second one, as I mentioned at first, what is your university? This is my alma mater when I studied at the United States. That's the founders of the Cornell University. He mentioned that I would found an institution where any person can find instruction in any study. Can we do that? Can my university do that? Or your university can do that? I don't know. But we have to work very hard to work that. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your listening. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Very, very good presentation, and it is very clear for us how to set up vision, how to link our university with our colleges, and we learn much from Taiwan University that our university should link with government, social and industry. And then again, leader of the university should identify the challenge in the future. Secondly, setting up a very good vision in the future, and then make a very good plan and prepare for unprecedented challenge in the future. Bapak Ibu sekalian, di banyak universitas di Taiwan itu rankingnya tinggi di dunia, bahkan di Asia itu salah satu negara yang rankingnya tinggi. Beberapa hal yang telah disampaikan oleh Profesor Nick Wai dari Pingtung University Taiwan tadi, salah satunya ialah kalau kita ingin maju, kita harus menjadi pemimpin universitas yang pandai untuk menggambar bagaimana tantangan real ke depan. Jangan berjalan sendiri. Yang kedua, bagaimana merencanakan visi misi universitas dengan baik. Yang ketiga, buat perencanaan yang bagus. Yang keempat ini, kita harus siap-siap dengan pancaroba situasi yang tidak terkirakan. Sesuatu yang tidak terkirakan itu tidak linear, tidak seperti hitungan matematik 1, 2, 3, tapi bisa melompat 1, 2, 20 sampai 100. Itulah beberapa hal yang disampaikan. Di samping universitas harus memberikan dirinya sendiri keleluasaan untuk bekerja sama dengan teman-temannya di internasional. Again, thank you very much, Professor Nick Wai dari from Pingtung University Taiwan. Again, applause for His Excellency. And then now, from Russia. Oh, from Mindanao, you're still there. Sorry. President of Mindanao State University, Philippines, Habib W. Makayong, DBA. Time is yours. Thank you.
Honorable Dr. Maskuri, Director of University of Islamabad, academic leaders of different universities across the globe, delegates, good afternoon. May peace and the blessings of Allah be with us all today. Before I'm going to talk about management of higher education, in the face of Industrial Revolution 4.0, I would like to introduce to you the Mindanao State University, in which I am the incumbent president. MSU is founded in 1961 with the main purpose of integrating the Muslim population in the southern part of the country into the mainstream of the Philippine society dominated by Christians. About 7 to 10% of the total population of the country are Muslims, which are mostly residing in Mindanao, including Marawi City, in which about 95% of the population are Muslims. MSU has been playing a major role in nurturing peace in this part of the region through quality education, research, and innovations. In fact, without MSU, peace in this part of the region is an elusive dream of everyone. MSU is composed of 11 campuses. The entire region of Mindanao, across the entire region of Mindanao. The entire MSU system has a total population of about 60 to 70,000 students, which are distributed in all 11 campuses. It is envisioned that MSU will become a globally recognized university in research and innovations and academic excellence. Its mission is to ensure excellence in the performance of instruction, research, and extension services. Also, it has a desire to nurture an everlasting peace in this part of the region. In the face of challenges pushed upon by the Industrial Revolution 4.0, the MSU respond to this challenge since the invention of power, steam machines, electric power, and electronics and information technology of our society has evolved into a more complicated world in which technologies have been super advanced and people adapt data automation, cyber physical system, Internet of Things, and recently cloud computing. Innovation is a very challenging one because it needs the support of an excellent research infrastructures, which would incubate technologies for our clients. Since the inception of the Mindanao State University in 1961, it has been a major partner in the nation building through production of innovators, scientists, managers, and skilled workers who have been playing major roles in shaping the destiny of our country. To further strengthen these gains, my administration supports and invests in establishment of research centers, such as the Tropical Environment Research Center, and continue to improve its research equipment and facilities. It is our ultimate goal to develop innovators with local and global competencies. It is our desire to be recognized not only as a nation builder, but also as a repository of local and global innovators with research and innovation capacities to make this world a better place to live in. Internationalization is also an important agenda that should be given a priority program among universities. Collaboration among universities is key to produce high-impact innovation results at lower cost. This is because state-of-the-art research endeavors oftentimes require high intensity, those who with limited funding research funds. The internationalization resolves these limitations because convergence among the collaborating universities and institutions provide the venue for sharing of talents, research equipment and facilities, and other resources. Parallel to these international trends, the Mindanao State University is giving priority of the internationalization program of the university. Under my administration, the internationalization program is treated by establishing an International Affairs and Linkages Office, which serves as an overarching body that directs the international programs of the 11 campuses. It is important that all fragmented programs. Our modern society is now living in a cyber world in which sharing of information is without borders. Gone are the days in which knowledge discovery is sometimes a monopoly of one field of discipline. Now is the era where knowledge discovery is a collaboration effort among many fields of disciplines. The Mindanao State University responded to this challenge through promotion interdisciplinary research and programs and topic industries as partners in honing the skills and talents of students in our university. Partnering with private industries is a very important approach to make the skills and talents of our students relevant to the skills needed by industries and other markets of our graduates. Providing our students with interdisciplinary skills and talents is a way of helping our graduates ready to face the complex world of cyber age. Inclusive education is also another way to manage the higher education institution. Education is not an exclusive privilege of the smart people, but a right of every member of our society, regardless of level of intellectual capacity. Inclusive education means that no one in our society is left out of the opportunities afforded by the tertiary education. Everyone should be given the equal opportunity to access quality education, which is one of the tools to achieve good lives and make this world a better place to live in. In our case, the Mindanao State University promotes inclusive education through offering different platforms where our clients are given the opportunity to incubate their talents and skills. As a manager of the 11 Unisma campuses, it is my policy to develop short-term and medium-term vocational skill development programs to cater the needs of intellectually challenged members of the society whose skills and talents are highly fitted to vocational jobs. But we also offer the platform in the form of 4 to 5 year degree programs intended for highly talented clients who are expected to become researchers, academicians, leaders, and innovators. In our university, we offer more than 20 bachelor's degree programs, including Islamic theology, engineering, forestry and environmental sciences, fisheries, agriculture, information technology, hotel and restaurant management, public administration, education, business administration, social workers, mathematics, English, anthropology, philosophy, psychology, nursing, physical education, law, and medicine. Our university also offered graduate programs in mathematics, education, public administration, and peace education to capture the needs of intellectually challenged clients who cannot survive the rigors of academics and hard sciences. The university also offered vocational courses. These vocational training courses include welding, masonry, automotive mechanics, plumbing and carpentry, electronics repair, caregiving, and many others. We need to cluster our strengths to produce high-impact results in the different fields of life and social sciences. It is only in cooperation that we could create more innovations that we could share to improve quality of lives of humanity. Interdisciplinary research, innovations, internationalization, and inclusive education are ways to address holistically the challenges as we now moving towards the fourth industrial revolution. We need to craft our roadmap to guide us in the implementation of all initiatives towards excellence. Lastly, I would like to congratulate the organizers of this conference for successfully hosting this event, where academicians and scientists from around the world converge together with the common purpose of sharing their experiences in managing higher education and providing updates in science and technology. I am looking forward for
from State of Mindanao University Philippines. Bapak Ibu, beliau bercerita tentang bagaimana kisah State Mindanao University Philippines membangun universitasnya. Beberapa poin tadi adalah mereka still to optimize strengths, mengatur dirinya sendiri untuk optimalisasi dari kekuatan yang ada, sumber daya yang ada. Tentu juga beliau mengatakan universitas ini merencanakan inovasi di beberapa aspek dan almost every aspek, di hampir semua hal. Yang ketiga, internasionalisasi atau kerjasama internasional, dan juga membuat studi interdisipliner. Memang kalau 4.0 tidak mungkin fakultas itu berdiri sendiri-sendiri, dia harus link dengan fakultas lain. Misalnya kedokteran saja butuh psikologi, butuh hukum, butuh sosial, dan sebagainya. Terima kasih dan tepuk tangan kembali untuk Habib Nadhiro. Thank you for your presentation. And then we have now from Russia. Tepuk tangan Profesor Dr. Elchin Gasinov from Moscow City University, Universitas Kota Moskow.
Hello everybody, ladies and gentlemen. Our greeting from Russia, from Samara region. What's happened just a moment? And just a moment. Okay. We are from Samara, from Russia and Samara region, and of course doing everything from our region. And you see, Samara is one of the biggest cities in Russian Federation. Why we say Samara? Because Samara is the most important industrial center of Russian Federation, and practically Samara is the third capital of Russia, because in the Second World War, Samara was the capital when enemy attacked Moscow. And this is our leader, the president of Russia, our leader of governor of Samara region, and our mayor. This is some facts about our city. And I'm a vice rector of the Moscow City University and in Samara region. And you see the next words: digital economy, modern technologies, modern standards, functional literacy. And you know, these words practically the words we use practically everywhere in the world. Today, we all face a world transformed by technology, in which the internet, cloud computing, and social media create different opportunities and changes the formal educational systems. As students consider life after graduation, universities are facing questions about their own destiny, especially employment. These technologies, powered by artificial intelligence, and so much transforming the world, the social concept such as post-work are more and more defining the present period. This period requires certain skills that are not exactly the same as the skills that were required in the third industrial revolution, where informational technology was the key driver. These skills are critical thinking, people management, emotional intelligence, judgment, meditation, cognitive flexibility, as well as knowledge production and management. We argue that one insightful lens of today's life is based on intelligent technology that is powered by artificial intelligence. Fast change in physical, such as intelligent robots, autonomous drones, driverless, and we live, make it a crucial force for economic competitiveness and social development. This question, who teach? Why teach? What we teach? And how do we teach? In order for this to change, we must revisit the educational paradigm and focus on the areas that need rethinking. In today's new world of fast-changing technology and information overload, students need to be trained and not taught. Information needs to be made accessible. And students need to learn how to find it rather than a teacher offering it to them in a rigid structure. We now understand that students are not alike, don't have the same starting point, can learn and observe different areas of focus differently, and need to be guided to develop the skills rather than taught a set predefined data points. Education for Pound Zero needs to align with industrial for Pound Zero and prepare a student for the next industrial revolution, which will happen in their lifetime. Every era has a type of university it deserves. Today we're entering a new era, which can be called the digital era, when the achievements of rationalism are coming to a logical conclusion. Everything that we know can be easily reduced to digital symbols. At the same time, there is a return to some early trends, more holistic approach and globalization. Today, of course, Internet of Things, robot cars, three-dimensional printing, nanotechnologies, biotechnology, material science, accumulation and storage energies, quantum computation. The fourth industrial revolution digitizes and vertically integrates processes across the entire organization. It also integrates horizontally all the internal processes from suppliers to customers. Put simply, it epitomizes a shift in paradigm, shift from centralized to decentralized production, whereby machines no longer single process a product, but they are seamlessly integrated into the information network, the business partners and customers. In other words, the idea of consistent digitization and linking of all productive units in an economy emphasizes in the fourth industrial revolution age. These are my opinion about the new era, about the revolution in the technology, and of course we try to find the trend in the future. Thank you for attention, and of course thank you very much for to take part and to be among you. See you.
Thank you. Bapak Ibu, banyak hal yang kita bisa belajar dari Moskow University ini. Dari presentasi beliau, university ini. Dari presentasi beliau saya catat caranya bagaimana beliau menulis 4 tren ke depan dan itu harus dikerjakan universitas. Yang pertama universitas nanti harus menuju digital ekonomi. Yang kedua, universitas nanti harus menyesuaikan diri dengan modern teknologi. Tidak ada universitas maju tanpa teknologi yang bagus di dalamnya. Yang ketiga, universitas nanti, kata beliau, akan menghadapi standar yang tinggi di era modern. Dan yang keempat, functional literasi, yaitu kemampuan-kemampuan yang fungsional, tidak hanya baca tulis tetapi harus aplikatif. Tidak hanya baca tulis tetapi harus aplikatif. Ada beberapa hal juga yang kita bisa belajar dari Moscow University ini, ialah satu, modernisasi dari administrasi maupun dosen, kemudian menghadapkan universitas kita ke pasar yang 4.0. Jadi pasar telah berubah, tidak bisa tanpa, misalnya penjelasan saya, tanpa website, hanya pasang-pasang spanduk. Kalau pasang-pasang spanduk, tentu orang Jakarta, orang Moskow, orang Makassar tidak bisa membacanya. Tapi kalau website yang bagus, maka dia bisa mendaftar ke kampus kita dengan memasang internet. Dan juga yang terakhir adalah siap dalam kondisi post industrial revolution. Again, thank you very much for your presentation. Dan yang terakhir, now we've got Ibu Presiden of Raja Mangala University of Technology, Thailand, Associate Professor Arpon Bangcharupongpong.
Hello everybody. First of all, let me introduce myself. I'm the representative of my president, Dr. Sukit Nitinai, but today he's so busy, cannot participate at. I'm Dr. Patana Sisu, Assistant to President and the Director of International College, Rajmangala University of Technology, Krungthep. For today, I'm the last one, but not least, because actually, lady first, but the man before, never mind, and can accept, because the world cannot change. I will speak for 2-3 little points. First, I will speak for Thailand 4.0. The second, higher education management in Thailand, and UTK education management. Nowadays, everyone, if you can read the newspaper or any media, you can know that Thailand is entering 4.0, right? Why is not 4.0? Because Thailand would like to rid out from the trap of middle income and low competitiveness. That's why we must try to come out from this. And when Thailand come out from, first I would like to share with you that Thailand development from agriculture for Thailand 1.0, Thailand 2.0 from light industry, and then Thailand 3.3 from heavy industry. But Thailand 4.0, we aim to develop the country to be prosperity, security, and sustainability. And these we emphasize on the innovation, because we believe that innovations can change everything and bring our people to become the higher income, because they can develop to have more abilities, more knowledge, and especially can use literacy technology. That's why we would like to enter Thailand 4.0. When we change from Thailand to 1.0 to 4.0. Surely that everything changes, especially we would like to respond the globalizations. So education changes to respond the target of Thailand 4.0. In Thailand 4.0, Thai government set S-curve to let all the university develop the students. For example, I would like to let you see the S-curve. Thai government sets the S-curve for all universities in Thailand that must develop the curriculum to respond. First step is next generation automotive. The second robotics, aviation and logistics, biofuels and biochemicals, digital medical hubs. These are the strategy of the government creative technology. So my vice president of academic sent our student sent our lecturers to learn how to teach is as creative thinking and to learn more English and more technology, because this will bring our students to have lifelong learning, especially on digital or Internet of things can be very useful for the student to learn and bring to lifelong learning. Moreover, all the students must be developed as more skills and more abilities, because only knowledge nowadays cannot enough to make the student perform their career and make them grow in their career. So they must be developed both knowledge, skills, attitudes, and many abilities like that to respond to globalization. Thus, I would like to share you about the education in UTK, Rajamongkol University of Technology, Group. We try to develop all these projects to change the university. First, the development of manufacturing engineering, for example, high precision engineering, aviation, business airline, and green energy. The second project is develop new industry and service. For example, tourism, fashion, lifestyle business, and SME, especially startup. And the fourth, Thai kitchen and world kitchen. In Thai kitchen and world kitchen, we develop Thai halal food. We also have the restaurant of Thai halal food in home economic technology faculty. And food for healthy and the quality and standard of food. And the next, we try to develop the curriculum of elderly people, because now Thailand is entering the age society. So we try to respond to the community that will become more aging. So we have the curriculum for taking care of elderly people, for tourism, for healthy, and many curriculum for the elderly people. These are our development in Rajamongkol University of Technology, Group. Moreover, we let the student more ability in communicate with English, because English can use as the medium of official language for communicate around the world, and more language. And moreover, they must learn cross culture, because nowadays cross culture is very important. The globalization, the students when they graduate, maybe they can go to work in abroad in any country. If they can have more cross cultures, they can have growth in their career, or if they are the entrepreneurs or their own business, cross culture is very important. These are our development in Rajamongkol University of Technology Group. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Bapak Ibu, seperti kita ketahui, ini Raja Mangala University of Technology semacam ITS. Jadi universitas yang berbasis teknologi kayak ITB. Di Thailand, mereka mengedepankan inovasi dan pendidikan di Thailand diarahkan kepada masyarakat 4.0, antara lain next generation automobiles. Dia akan meng-create HP-HP baru yang lebih bagus. Smart elektronik, semua buka sendiri, misalnya elektronik yang otomatis, dan juga diarahkan kepada kesehatan, tourism, pertanian, bioteknologi, dan digital. Yang paling menarik itu ialah walaupun Thailand bukan negara Muslim, dia sedang mengembangkan Thai halal food, yaitu produksi-produksi halal dari Thailand. Nah, ini saya kira tantangan kita. The science in innovation to you. Thank you very much for every speaker. I think it is a very great opportunity for us from Indonesia and from other university overseas to have you here and taking into account your experience to be one of our strategy to develop our university. Thank you very much again, and then see you tomorrow. And
thank you very much, Professor Masud Said, PhD, the Director of Graduates Program of University of Selam Malang, who has led the first session of this global summit. Delegates, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have coffee break and afternoon prayer for about 30 minutes. Now this is already Asar time. The delegates can pray Asar in the 6th floor, and while the others can wait in this room, having coffee, tea, and some. The delegates, ladies and gentlemen, the break session is 5 minutes, and we're going to continue for the second session of this global summit of university leaders. peserta International Symposium, perlu kami informasikan bahwa coffee break kami percepat 5 menit karena kita akan melanjutkan sesi yang kedua. Setelah sesi yang kedua nanti akan dilakukan penandatanganan MOU antara kampus luar negeri dengan kampus dalam negeri yang sudah melakukan hubungan dengan panitia terlebih dahulu.
Mas Enda? Oh iya, itu mah tadi aku sampai makanan ini masih ada kayak
distinguished guests, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, the brief session is over, and we're going to continue to the second session of this international symposium. Bapak Ibu, sesi untuk break sudah selesai dan kita akan melanjutkan pada sesi yang kedua. Now we come to the second session of the international symposium. We would like to invite the moderator of this session, His Excellency Professor Junaidi Mistar, MPD PhD, the Vice Rector I of University of Islam Malang. For this second session, I would like to invite President of National University of Kaohsiung, Taiwan, Professor Liang Xiu Liang Wang, PhD. Rector of Dong Nai Technology University, Vietnam, Dr. Pan Ngoc Son. Vice Chancellor of University Malaysia, Kelantan, Malaysia, Professor Dr. Muhammad Rafi bin Yaakob. Rector of College University Perguruan Agama Sri Begawan, Brunei Darussalam, Associate Professor Datin Dr. Haja Nur Hiro binti Haji Nur Asli. Rector of Universitas Nahdlatul Ulama Surabaya, Indonesia, His Excellency Professor Dr. Insinyur Ahmad Jazili, Magister of Engineering. And the last one is Rector of Universitas Terbuka Indonesia, His Excellency Dr. Muhammad Yunus SSMA. For all speakers of this second session, I invite you to come to the podium. Thank you very much.
Thank you. So far here we still have 4. Let me check once again. Here we have Professor Leon Shu Liang Wang, PhD, the President of National University of Kaohsiung, Taiwan, and then Dr. Pan Ngoc Son, the Rector of Dong Nai Technology University, Vietnam, and then we have Professor Dr. Muhammad Rafi bin Yaakob, Vice Chancellor of University Malaysia, Kelantan, and then we have the Rector of College University Perguruan Agama, the representative, Assistant Professor Datin Dr. Hajah Nur Hira binti Haji Nur Kasih, and the last one we have Professor Dr. Ahmad Jazili from Universitas Nahdlatul Ulama Surabaya. I think that's all right. So we still have it. We have 5 of us now. The rule is just the same with the first session. So we still have about 10 to 12 minutes presentations for each speaker. And I think we can start from the first speaker. We would like to invite Professor Leon Shu Liang Wang, PhD, the President of National University of Kaohsiung, Taiwan. Time is yours.
Apa kabar? Oh, that's correct. The topic I'm going to brief you today
I presented this last year in France to like a faculty or delegates of French higher education teachers, which was 30 minutes. So I'll try to cut it short into 10 minutes. And I'll add some more. Firstly, I'll briefly go over my university, which is the youngest brand new national university. We are only 18 years old. So very quickly, and then I will go over the Taiwan educational system, higher educational system, which is very similar to the United States system. And then I will present you some issues, problems we are facing in Taiwan, and the new policies of Taiwanese government, or should I say Ministry of Education, which may be able to provide you some references facing no matter it's Industry 4.0 or AI era or University 4.0. So let me begin with this is short introduction. Where we are, of course, everyone knows the distance between Taiwan and Indonesia, which is very close, but take us one day to get here because we have to make connections. And then my university is National University of Kaohsiung. Kaohsiung is supposed to be the second largest city in Taiwan in the south, which is about 300 kilometers, 300 to 400 kilometers, 400 kilometers from Taipei, which only takes 1.5 hours by high-speed rail. And I have the fortune to meet some of you in Taipei, Taiwan, and Kaohsiung before, and I welcome you to come again to meet, to collaborate with us, especially Vice Rector last year in Taipei. Now, my university was founded in the year 2000. Oh, sorry. This is, okay, go back. There's no pointer. And then, year 2000, we have 5 colleges. I have a slide to show you the 5 colleges, 21 majors. We are small in size, which is about 6,000 altogether, 5,600 students, 250 faculty, professors. Most of us receive PhDs, 96%. And 2/3 of us earned PhD overseas. Like I myself, I taught in the United States for 20 years before I went back to Taiwan. And I earned my degree in New York. We have a campus about 200 acres, which is not big. 200 acres, and go around the campus is about 3.8 kilometers. So if you go around 11 times, that's 1 marathon. This is my campus. Originally, it was farmlands and fish ponds. Right now, we have about 15 buildings, all new, brand new, just like this building. And it's a first-class facility because the government invests a lot of money. So now it's green campus. We have 10,000 trees on campus. So let's go through this quickly. The 5 colleges, 5 faculties, College of Humanities and Social Sciences. On the left, College of Law, College of Management, College of Sciences, and on the right, College of Engineering. So there are a lot of majors that can collaborate. Our goal is to connect with the world. And this 2016 to 2030 United Nations Sustainable Development Goals is our tool. We dialogue with the international community through the SDGs. The system in Taiwan is 12 years compulsory education. In the middle, 12 years, 6 years primary school, 3 years junior, 3 years high school. On top of that, 4 years university. On the left is comprehensive higher education, comprehensive university. On the right is University of Sciences and Technologies. And on top of that, we have master degrees and PhD degrees. So 12 years of compulsory schools. So this is higher education, which is very popular in Taiwan. This is given by Ministry of Education, which shows the development of the past 70 years in Taiwan higher education. From left to right, 35 years, so growing. We have small number of universities, start with 4. Then 35 years, we go into like 16 universities. The next 10 years, in the 1980s, we upgrade and we increase, we put in a lot of science and technology schools. In the next 10 years, in the 1990s, all the colleges becomes universities. So right now they are close to 158 universities or maybe more, but that's a lot to Taiwan. The last 14 years on the right, we are facing low birth rate impact, meaning we have our number of students enrollments are decreasing, and we are facing a lot of competitions internationally. So the government has promoted a lot of top university or teaching excellency projects. They throw in a lot of money, try to improve in higher education. The two issues we are facing, international competition and domestic challenges. The next slide will show you how competitive it is. Over the past 25 years, the global student mobility increased by 10 times on the left. On the right, in the past 15 years, we have a newcomer. Even though the global student mobility only doubled, but we have a new player, China. China took over 7% of global mobility, and that's a lot of competition. A lot of Taiwanese high school kids, usually we graduate from high school college, we go overseas. But in Taiwan, currently a lot of high school kids, they go to not just the United States, they go to China. So there's a trend that our kids are going out, but we don't stop them. We don't stop them because we know someday they will come back, just like myself. Challenges, there are a lot of challenges. We have more seats, more freshman seats than the applicants, meaning less kids. We have a lot of PhDs. Every year, Taiwan produces 4,000 PhDs, not including those earning their PhD overseas from the United States, from Europe, or from other countries. And most PhDs go to higher education, which is overloaded. So we have a lot of issues, challenges. This is past 25 years, number of students. 25 years ago, we have 60,000. Right now, we have like 1.3 million. Which is a lot in Taiwan. So for the next 50 years, or that's 20 years, the number of enrollments is dropping. So we're going to hit the second wave of dropping, 2020. So we're going to collaborate with international communities. We're going to merge universities. We're going to diversify, not just 18 to 22 years kids. We're going to cover all spectrums, young and old. So that's basically the approaches. Now, how are we going to deal with this? Let's look back to our neighbors. From left to right, China, past 15 years, they have project 985 or 221. Okay, they have big projects. They're throwing $5 billion US from left. Japan, Code of Excellency project, 2.5 billion. The next one, South Korea, Brain Korea 21, that's past decades. They put in 3.5 billion. On the right in Taiwan, we have top university and the excellent teaching projects, excellent teaching university projects, we have 1.7 billion, but that's past 15 years. The next phase, China is promoting double first classes. They want to have top 100 universities. They want to have top 100 research institutes. Same for Taiwan. We have Sprout project. The government is going to put in 2.9 billion US dollars to this project. So I'll show you for this project, the Sprout project, the first one, higher education Sprout project, next 5 years, 2.9 billion US dollars. Each year is about 600 million. The second project, talents. We're going to recruit talents. Talent is the most important assets, like yourself. They're going to put in 50 million a year, US dollars. They have 3 approaches. I'll show you on the next slide. The last one, teaching practice and research program. Meaning, research is not just scientific research. Teaching innovation also should be emphasized and promoted. So they're going to put in $10 million each year. Now, so for Sprout, what we're going to do is Sprout. 2 parts. One, to promote quality teaching, creative teaching. Altogether is 548 million US dollars. The first part is 374 million on the left. And we're going to do 3 things. The first one is 8.8 billion is about developing creative teaching. The second part is to fulfill, just like President Hu just mentioned, university social responsibility. University should connect with local government, solve local issues. Then we can connect with international community.
Sure.
The third part,
Excuse me, will you make it shorter?
okay, I'll make it short. 2 more pages. And the last one is we have to support the minority. The second part, 174 million, is for top universities and research centers. So I'm going to skip this because this is going to add a lot of money. I just mentioned one. The Unisma scholars. Unisma is the tallest mountain in Taiwan. Unisma scholars, every year they're going to receive 165,000 US dollars. So I'll skip this. The last part, there's an old saying which applies, I think, to every culture. If you want to go fast, go by yourself. If you want to go far, let's go together. So let's work together. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Give a round of applause. I don't think I need to make summary of the presentations. Instead, I would like to invite Dr. Pan Ngo Sam, the President, Director of Dong Nai Technology University, Vietnam. Give applause for him.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Nice to see you all. Because our president just speak in Vietnamese and I'm his translator. And first of all, we'd like to introduce about university. So we have a video clip. So everyone, please have a look at the screen. Yeah, and it's about 5 minutes. And after that, we have 10 minutes to discuss more. Here we go. This is about our university in Vietnam. Dong Nai Technology University.
With a mission of applied university, training quality human resources, meeting the needs of socio-economic development and international integration. Our university sets a vision to 2030 to become an advanced application university in and outside the region. With a modern educational environment, learners with sufficient competitiveness and adaptation to the global economy. In 2018, our university has achieved certain successes in education through the evidences recognized by the Ministry of Education and Training as a university of national quality standards. Located in the southern key economic region, and its Golden Triangle of economic development in the region. Located in the center of Minhua City, Dong Nai Province, Dong Nai Technology University is a special school that evaluates its presence and proudly affirms the step of training according to social needs to meet the human resources in Dong Nai Province and neighboring provinces.
Những các tại trung học và cuối cùng tôi là chọn trường đại học công nghệ lần này là nơi để biết quan trọng mình. Trải nghiệm đầu tiên của tôi trong ngôi trường này thì đây là một ngôi trường xanh sạch đẹp, không khí thoáng mát, thầy cô thân thiện. Và điều mà tôi bất ngờ hơn đó chính là sự cải cách của bộ môn giáo dục thể chất. Ngoài những bộ môn truyền thống như bóng đá và bóng chuyền thì tôi còn trải nghiệm thêm đó chính là môn chơi sport và võ thuật. Điều này là rất vô cùng thú vị đối với việc học.
I really like the students here. They are very welcoming to me from the beginning, and I can more open to share with them lots of experience I know about the working environment. And so I'm happy to try and encourage their learning. I know it's not easy to learn IELTS, English, another language, so I'm very happy about that. I think it is to find the right approach and to say your words clearly. I think it is really important to let them understand your pronunciation and to like a baby needs to crawl before it walks. So you're learning the basics of English too, English for school, because I can edit some of their English.
Thank you very much.
Tại vì tôi muốn nói rất nhiều cho nên tôi phải cắt ngang.
Yeah, because I have a lot of things to share with today, so I have to stop this video clip here. But this one is on YouTube, so you will find YouTube and you will know more about our university.
Bây giờ tôi nói với tư cách là một nhà quản trị.
I'm going to share with you as a university leader in Vietnam.
Hiện tại là các nhà quản trị chúng ta ngồi đây để nghe tôi nói.
And right in Vietnam.
Hiện tại là các nhà quản trị chúng ta ngồi đây để nghe tôi nói.
And right now, we know all of you here are university leaders.
4.0 là gì? Chúng ta biết rồi.
And we all know about the fourth industrial area.
Thế bây giờ ta làm cái gì?
So what should we do?
Ta phải hành động.
I say we should take action.
Thế thì bây giờ ta phải làm.
Dia lagi mau takut. Masuk saya 3% tapi.
So we have to do now, right now. If we don't do it right now, another places will replace us.
Kayak tak slap no kene ya. Tapi dia gak iso lu.
If we don't do anything, we don't take action, our lecturer and our students cannot achieve success.
Tôi chỉ còn rất ngắn là tôi sẽ đưa, nếu công nghệ sẽ thay đổi rất nhiều ta, công nghệ thay đổi cách nhà quản trị của ta.
Technology change everything. Technology change us, change the way we manage higher education.
Nếu người nào mà nắm bắt công nghệ thì là thành công.
And the person who can know more about technology, who can innovate technology in education, is the one who's successful.
Hiện tại chúng tôi đang làm là đưa thế giới vào trường để nâng tầm chúng tôi lên bằng thế giới.
And our strategy is to bring the world to our university. We mean that we share our vision to the world. We can enhance our values in our education.
Katanya ini gak ngisi lek diubah.
And for me, you are all my friends.
Nếu thế thì chúng ta sẽ phải bắt tay nhau.
We should cooperate.
Đó là gì? Chúng ta sẽ trao đổi nhau trên cương vị các nhà quản trị, trao đổi quản trị, các nhà thực thi sẽ trao đổi các nhà thực thi và làm sao cuối cùng sản phẩm của ta phù hợp với thị trường.
Yeah, we share the strategy. We share our mindset in terms of management as we are university leaders, so that we can measure our products, we need that our students can meet the requirements of the society.
Chúng ta đưa một cái sản phẩm vào đây, rất mong muốn các bạn cùng chúng tôi sẽ tham gia sản phẩm này từ cái nhỏ nhất.
Yeah, and we innovate one new thing in educational technology, and we would like you to join us to have innovate educational technology for the forever.
Đó là gì? Thứ nhất, chúng ta sẽ đưa sinh viên ra cùng tham gia với các trường để sinh viên hiểu được cái nền văn hóa của từng các bạn làm được, tôi làm được.
I think we all do. We can cooperate to do.
Tiếp đó chúng ta sẽ trao đổi học thuật về các giảng viên bằng e-learning, bằng công nghệ.
And the second thing, that's if we exchange in terms of education, in terms of lecturers, and we can exploit online learning to exchange.
Nếu các bạn có một trường, các bạn sẽ có khoảng 1.000 giảng viên, nhưng các bạn có 10 trường thì các bạn sẽ có những nhân người.
Yeah. For example, we just have one university with 1,000 lecturers. If we are friends and we can make it more than 1,000 lecturers. If we are friends and we can make it more than 1,000 lecturers. We can make it more and more lecturers through online learning.
Mà đây không phải tôi nói, mà tôi đã làm rồi.
Yeah, because I'm here. Yeah, because I'm here.
Kamera
And
kamu
it's
dengan dia.
not just like saying,
Kamera, aku mau kamera
did
tak
it,
ya?
and I would like to share that.
Oh, Bapak Ispa.
Tạo một group là 5 trường chúng tôi đã hình thành một cách đào tạo bằng e-learning và trực tuyến.
And in Vietnam, we have a group of 5 universities. And in this group, we use our learning to employ lecturers from another university for online learning.
Trước mắt là tôi hết giờ rồi, cho nên tôi mời các bạn cùng tham gia với tôi một cái tập năm và tôi sẽ chào đón các bạn tới chúng tôi.
Okay, and we know that we don't have enough time, so the last thing we would like to share you, that is one thing for students. Yeah, for internship for students.
Thank you very much. Okay, give applause for him. The rector of Dong-Nai University, Dong-Nai Technology University, Vietnam. Thank you very much. And next, I would like to invite Vice Chancellor of University Malaysia, Kelantan. From Malaysia, Professor Dr. Muhammad Rafi bin Yaakob.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Before I deliver my speech, let us watch a 3 minutes video of University Malaysia Kelantan, where I come from. Ladies and gentlemen, for your information, University Malaysia Kelantan is the second youngest public university in Malaysia, where we first meet when our Prime Minister first announced the advertisement of University Malaysia Kelantan in 2006. And the end of this month, we're going to celebrate our 30th anniversary. We are 25 years younger than Unisma. Even though we are the youngest among public universities in Malaysia, we have a big dream. We want to be the best entrepreneurship university in Malaysia, and in the year 2030, we are going to be the best entrepreneurship university in the region, because we believe that the existence of university not only to provide education to the public, but at the same time to make sure that they are able to provide job to the community. That's why in our university, our narrative always about job creator rather than job seeker. Because I have been with the university for honored, because I can see the development of university from the early age. In the first place, when we laid the foundation of the university, we still debate, we still argue about what is entrepreneurship university. Some talking about we are going to produce entrepreneurs, and many also say we are going to introduce students with entrepreneurship attributes. They are not going to be entrepreneur, but they will be entrepreneur. They involved in NGOs. However, they have entrepreneurship mindset, entrepreneurship mind. With that concerns, with that approach, we run university for some time. However, after some time, we realized that to produce entrepreneur is not easy. That's why we realized that we need to move very fast. So our target now, at least 10% of our students be entrepreneur upon graduation. So the theme of this conference talking about IR 4.0, talking about society 5.0 is run very well with 5.0 is run very well with our tagline, where our tagline is entrepreneurship is our trust. So we realized that in order to have entrepreneur, we need to revolutionize our education system. At UMK, we developed a new program, what we call as 2U 2I. It means 2 years students spend at university, and another 2 years they spend with the enterprise, and also they run their business during their study. Students who run 2U 2I program, in the first year, they learn about theory of entrepreneurship. We taught them about introduction to entrepreneurship, talking about entrepreneurial behavior, and we also teach management subject, ranging from marketing, ranging from human resources. Equipped with that knowledge, the second year, they rest from the university. They no longer in campus, they attach with successful entrepreneur. And they are giving choices. Whatever entrepreneur they want to attach is up to their choice.
Sorry to interrupt you, could you make it shorter?
Okay. The third year, I mean after they spend 1 year with the enterprise, the third year they come back to the campus, and we strengthen entrepreneur knowledge. So they study about business data, they study about corporate entrepreneurship, and they also involved in research in entrepreneurship.
And the last year of the study, the fourth year, they run their own business.
Gak masuk nanti.
So
Lah
here,
dikarat lah
they
dirubah
not
ke sana
only
gak masuk
study
ini.
for entrepreneurship, but at the same time, they run their business in the early age. If they have a good idea, they can approach the organization. We give them time to pitch. We call elevator pitch for 2 or 3 minutes, and if they're successful, we help them with some grant, some loan. So we hope that with this program, we are going to develop more and more programs cater for entrepreneurship education. Because of the constraint of time, thank you very much for listening. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you very much. Give applause to the Vice Chancellor of University of Malaysia, Kelantan. Thank you very much. And our next speaker is the representative of the College University Perguruan Ugama Sri Begawan Brunei Darussalam, Assistant Professor Datin Dr. Haji Nur Hiro binti Haji Nur Kasih, Chinese University. Okay.
The Honorable Rector, University Islam Malang, Indonesia, the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Rector, President, ladies and gentlemen. Just sharing my topic this afternoon, higher education management in the fourth industrial era 4.0. Best practice from Sri Begawan.
Gini soalnya.
Oleh kerana ada sedikit problem dalam my slide, okay, never mind, I can just use my slide. Since 2016, GSoUL has draft and implement its new program based on the goal of the university establishment, suitable with stakeholder and recommendation by the Chancellor of GSoUL, His Majesty Sultan. The implementation is focused on academic effectiveness and character from formation in an effort to develop student leadership potential. The mission of GSoUL is to raise the status of religious teaching and produce education of high self-esteem through the integration of training, knowledge, research, service, intellectually and technology based on Islamic principle, as well as Islamic Malay monarchy concept and national education philosophy. The establishment of GSoUL represents a unique Islamic landmark by elevation the study of religious teaching and technology based on Islamic principle, as well as Islamic Malay monarchy concept and national education philosophy. The establishment of GSoUL represents a unique Islamic landmark by elevating the study of religious teaching and increase the well of Kitab Melayu Turas and early eras Malay religious book with foundation in the integration of knowledge, training, research, service, technology, and holistic self-identity, and shine in the mission of the established Kupu SB shine proudly and to the one day be recognized as an international standard and well-known higher learning institution that is pride of the country. Next. In highlighting to produce religious teacher in the era of globalization. Secondly, His Majesty also mentioned that religious education teachers are increasingly important in fending on negative influence that result in social ill, including spiritual and moral illness. And lastly, Kupu SB, the institution most suitable to offer or handle academic program in the field of Jami writing and Torah scripture as a pillar of Islamic excellence in the country. This religious teacher at University College offer training program in religious teaching in Brunei Darussalam at the certificate, diploma, degree, and postgraduate level with a goal to shape a knowledgeable, peers and developed society and nation according to the teaching of Ahli Sunnah wal Jama'ah and Shafi'ism and support Islam and Malay Islamic monarchy. Next. Our curriculum focus on 8 competencies as a basic benchmark for learning achievement in producing graduate who pose in the Islam Malay monarchy or MIP, identify who are hoped to be role model of piety and inspired us by His Majesty government. Next. To keep up with the challenge of globalization and the industrial revolution, Kupu SB has continuously putting the effort in preparing students with updated, relevant knowledge and life skill. Therefore, Kupu SB introduced 2 significant chunks in its minor course. The main objective of the change into pride. Main objective of the change into pride is to promote the teacher. Kupu SB made co-curricular program as a mandatory requirement for students as a condition of graduation. The main goal of the program are to fulfill Kupu SB desire to practice a holistic and balanced education, not just theoretically but also practically, so that our students will become more competent in facing today's era challenge. Through the program of co-curriculum, students will get more opportunity in acquiring more skill, competency, able to think critically and creatively, and able to contribute to the society in our country. Next. This is our co-curriculum. Curricular activity with the allocation to credit as follows: basic skill for religious teaching, development of self-potential, long life skill, social community service, leadership, physical health, development of intellectual, participant of Greatness Days of Islam. Next. Next. Okay, this is 10 competencies Kupu SB: knowledge, practice, act of worship and civilized, mastering curriculum, mastering pedagogy, professional. Next. Inconvenient in community service, Malay Islamic monarchy leaders, intellectual, variety of skill. I think that's all my presentation today. Very thanks and hope you all can Okay, thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Give us five. Okay, thank you very much. And next, I would like to invite Muhammad Yunus, MA PhD first. Muhammad Yunus, PhD, the Vice Rector of Open University Indonesia.
Excellency, distinguished guests, Rector Unisma, dan also ladies and gentlemen, hadirin sekalian, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. On this day, I'd like to share with all of you about the influence of the special industrial revolution 4.0 and toward education institution, especially higher education. Industrial revolution change and improve many aspects of our lives in social work, in workforce, in socio-economic, in politics, and in everything, including the educational solution. Okay, next. Next. Yeah, next. Yeah. And disruption also included in many areas, almost all areas, included by the dynamic of information and technology dynamics. Next, we also know that because of the dynamic in work. Okay. We also know that current information society, we also observe that there is interaction between physical space with cyberspace. We not only talk about how to save data in our hard disk, but we talk how to save data in cloud. And also, we talk about society 5.0. We talk about big data, artificial intelligence, and also everything that is all about the dynamic of industrial revolution 4 and 5.0. Mix ya, supaya kita semua tahu. This is just about introduction, but my point is, I'd like to show to us that how our condition, our society relate to the people who has a culture in accessing the internet. The data show us that many people have access to the internet, especially in the productive age, 19 until 24 and 25 until almost 50 years old, they are very productive to access the internet. But the decision about facilities, infrastructure of the internet, so limited, and there's a gap between facilities in Java and out of the Java. This one-sided have to be considered, like for distance learning university like UT, to create the services for our society in higher education. We know that many people using internet, but let's look together how they use internet on daily activities. Ladies and gentlemen, the most of people using internet for social media relationship, gaining or getting information or news and entertainment are the most purpose of using internet. Ini susah kalau pakai bahasa Inggris, pakai bahasa Indonesia aja. Pertanyaan saya kepada Bapak dan Ibu sekalian. Sorry, I mix with Indonesia, okay? Bapak Ibu sekalian, pertanyaan saya. The dynamic of technology change our culture in the making. Kalau saya mau jujur sama ibu-ibu dan bapak-bapak yang sudah berkeluarga, yang paling pertama diperhatikan istri atau suami saat ini. Apakah Bapak, kalau ketinggalan istri di rumah, Bapak balik lagi untuk mencari istri? Bagaimana kalau ketinggalan HP? Lebih baik mencari HP atau mencari istri yang ketinggalan? Saya tanya kepada ibu-ibu, di rumah yang pertama disapa, apakah HP atau suami di pagi hari? Bapak dan Ibu sekalian, this is a behavior about our society now. Like this is happening. So, how our attitude, what we have to face the effect of industrial revolution to higher education institution. This is top 5 e-learning trends that mentioned by 57 e-learning experts in the US about micro-learning, micro-learning, artificial intelligence, video, augmented realities, and also mobile learning. Next, new business model of the program. Now, online learning program have been happen anywhere, at any place. There is 3 models at the degree programs. The best online learning, wholesale study program based, certificate program, course based or competency package with or without recognition prior learning, and most programs, and UT, Universal Muda Indonesia Open University, as senior university in conducting distance learning, conduct all type of online learning program. This box, 58 million people following the books. In delivery, we can conduct flip classroom, blended learning, online learning, and also face-to-face learning. This is student as the center. This online learning. Is online learning learning? Yes. So, anybody student that would like to realize the online learning, please consider voting. Strong commitment from the top management, creating a solid and strong team, starting from being able to be realized, but doing small and provide incentives. You can conduct this by start and do everything alone, or gaining experience from the other collaboration. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Give applause for Muhammad Yusuf, MA, PhD from Open University Indonesia. And now we come to the last speaker of the session. We would like to invite Professor Dr. Ahmad Yazidi from Universitas Nahdlatul Ulama Surabaya. Time is yours.
Thanks, Prof. Junaidi. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah. Wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah. La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. Ladies and gentlemen, I only prepared a number of pages, but I know Prof. Junaidi will cut my presentations. That's why I will skip my pages. Allow me to present my slides entitled Internationalization of Higher Education, Encouraging the Mobilities. I am director of Nahdlatul Ulama University of Surabaya, the younger brother of Islamic University of Indonesia. Okay, I will start from next. Next. I will start from the current trend of globalization and higher education. Okay, next. Globalization. We all know about this issue. That in the globalization, there are competitiveness in knowledge-based global economy, and then global networks. The role of the higher education institutions is to prepare workforce in the competitiveness, in the very competitive era. All of those increase collaboration and competition between the countries and institutions and global scale. Next. And related with higher education institutions, we face the fact that the cross-border mobility tends to grow. And then higher education institutions become an international research collaborations. It must. And then quality assurance becomes the concept. We have to prepare our university with very excellent quality. Other attributes may be taken into account to assess the quality of higher education institution as benchmark. Is the student tenure or how well graduate do in the employment market? And then next. So I I will skip it. Next. Next. This is statistic. How is the for internationalization of higher education? Next. Next. Okay. Now I will talk about the strategy for internationalization. Okay. Skip. Okay, skip. This policy of our Minister of Higher Education and Research. Next. This point, I would like to say the quality improvement of higher education become the first priority of higher education strategic plan in 2015 till 2018. Before the access is the first priority, the quantity aspect. Then, from 2015 till 2019, the first priority is the quality. Next. Okay, this is strategic objective and goals of higher education policy in Indonesia. Next. Okay, the strategy and programs to support more student or researchers mobility. The first one is strengthening on academic cooperation. And then we have, as a university leader, providing guidance and technical support for encouraging international collaborations. The third, establishment of an international office. Saudara-saudara, teman-teman pimpinan perguruan tinggi Nahdlatul Ulama harus melengkapi universitinya kalau mau go internasional dengan kantor urusan internasional. For actively participating in international higher education ecosystem, paling tidak sebisa mungkin kita terlibat dalam kegiatan-kegiatan pameran pendidikan internasional. And finally, actively or participating in joint working groups. Actually, there are many joint working groups for cooperation with other universities in the world. For example, joint working group with Taiwan, Japan, France universities. We proactive to participate in their activities. It must. Next. The existing student mobility program now is structured for doctoral program. This is a program from the Ministry of Higher Education and Research, enhancing international publication for local PhD and so on and so on. Next, joint degree program and dual or double degree program. It is also as can as possible. We create this program with our partner in international universities. Next. And finally, next, I would like to talk briefly about Industrial Revolution 4.0. Next. Development Industrial Revolution 4.0 on internationalization of higher education. Lanjut mas, next. Yeah. Pak Yunus already explains very well about Industrial Revolution 4.0. Now we are in disruption era, but be very optimistic for the future of this Industrial Revolution era. There are 6 D phases. Start from digitalization, deception. Now this disruption. Up there are democratization, demonetization, and then finally we will enter the abundant era, very redundant era. Next, the new era of digital industry. There are the challenges. Era of digitalization will reduce for about 1.5 billion of workers and jobs during 2015 till 2025. But at the same time, in the era of digitalization, tends to increase the net of workers. Some works may obsolete, but new jobs would also be created. So next, this is 5 important elements at higher education in the era of Industrial Revolution 4.0. Preparing more innovative learning system and internationalization from now on. And then establishing a policy to be more adaptive and responsive to Industrial Revolution 4.0 and Tier 5. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is the end of my presentation. Thank you. Assalamualaikum.
Okay, thank you very much. Give applause for Professor Ahmad Yazidi from University of Nahdlatul Ulama, Surabaya. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, thank you very much. I think this is the end of the second sessions of the presentations. Thank you for your attention and enjoy your time. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much for Professor Junaidi Mr. PhD, who is led for the second sessions of these international symposiums. Excellencies, distinguished guests, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, after this we're going to have MOU signing. While preparing for the MOU signing, please have a break for about 5 minutes to enjoy the food, coffee or tea that have provided by the committee in the back of this room. Bapak Ibu yang kami hormati, setelah ini adalah sesi penandatanganan MOU. Untuk mempersiapkan tanda tangan MOU ini, kami persilakan Bapak Ibu untuk break sejenak selama kurang lebih 5 menit sambil menikmati hidangan yang sudah disiapkan oleh panitia yang tersedia di belakang ruangan ini. Mohon disiapkan, selain ini kita akan panggil secara kolosal beberapa sesi untuk penandatanganan MOU yang sudah disiapkan oleh panitia.
Tinggiin wis dipanjerno sampe tinggiin ae. Terus iki tinggiin terus wis gara-gara kok. Ya, Pak. Ini kan kita di belakang. Terus ini monitornya dikumpulin dulu sampai nah ini ini sama dulu ini Sampai
Siap ya? Tolong ambil kursi, Mas, ambil kursi satu. Ambil kursi satu. Kursi yang di MC bisa digeser ke sini. Kursi yang di MC itu dua. Satu-satu. Per. Paling timur, paling kurang Islam saya sudah sebelah sana. Afrika, Afrika, Afrika. Sini Mas tadi kursi. Kosong itu. Orang 8.
Oh, aku mari kuis cuy. Custom berarti.
Ha ha ha!
Chandran ada.
Jika anak yo.
Hah?
Nyusul anaknya, terus boleh anaknya itu balik mana? Kameranya mana ini?
Iki kari lapas ya, Pak? Iki kari lapas.
MOU. Operator. Deh, juru ruangan itu mah. Ngomong-ngomong jauh kamera.
Okay, stop. Excellencies, distinguished guests, delegates, ladies and gentlemen, we would like to invite you to the podiums. Bapak Ibu mohon bisa kembali ke kursi masing-masing. Setelah ini kita akan memanggil satu-satu sesuai dengan urutan penandatanganan MOU. All delegates, please back to your seat. I will call you one by one. I will call you one by one. Once again, all delegates, please be seated. We will call you one by one after this. Bapak Ibu mohon duduk kembali. Kita akan panggil nanti kalau sudah pada sesinya.
Nah, kita tak coba nih. Tapi kok bisa? Tapi ya, Pak. Anu kerja sama. Aku mari. Kepengen foto iya. Go. Foto terus. Burung. Karena mau jual.
All delegates, ladies and gentlemen, for the first session for signing MOU, I would like to invite to the podium University of the Holy Quran and Islamic Science Sudan. A big round of applause. For the second International University of Africa, Sudan, Prof. Mahmud Abdurrahman Al-Sheikh Mahmud. Give big round of applause. Number 3, Tarlac Agriculture University, Philippines, Dr. Max D. Guillermo. Number 4, National Donghua University, Taiwan, Professor Dr. Yumi Xu PhD. Number 5, Rajamangala University of Technology, Krathap, Thailand, Master Sukit Nitinai PhD. Number 6, University of Islam Malang, Professor Dr. Maskuri MSI. Number 7, Moscow City University, Russia, Mr. Koslov Kiaji. The next one is National University of Cochin, Taiwan, Professor Liang Xiu Liang PhD. The next one is Mindanao State University, Philippines, Habib W. Machayong GPA. The next one is Institute of Business, Timor-Leste, Dr. Pedro Simenes, SAM, PhD. The next is University Malaysia, Kelantan, Professor Dr. Nur Azizuddin Ismail. And the last one is National Taipei University of Nursing and Health Sciences, Taiwan, Professor Dan Chen Sing, PhD. Yang dalam negeri, untuk sesi yang pertama kami panggil Universitas Widarta Pasuruan, Bapak Dr. Haji Saifullah MHI. Nomor 2, Universitas Wahid Hashim Semarang. Okay, excuse me for professor from overseas to raise all the pens before signing to indicate. Okay, raise the pen. Right. Berikutnya Universitas Swadaya Gunung Jati, Dr. Haji Bukarto Siswoyo, MSI. Berikutnya Universitas Sains Al-Quran, Wonosobo, Bapak Dr. Haji Mukhotob Hamzah, MM. Berikutnya nomor 5, Universitas Komarudin Gresik, Bapak Dr. Iskandar Ritongga, MAG. Berikutnya Universitas Nahdlatul Ulama Surakarta, Bapak Dr. Haji Mufrad Teguh Mulyo, MH. Berikutnya kami panggil Universitas Muslim Indonesia, Bapak Profesor Dr. Haji Basri Moding, SMSI. Berikutnya kami panggil nomor 8 Universitas Ma'arif Nahdlatul Ulama Kebumen, Dr. Haji Homsin MPD. Berikutnya nomor 9 kami panggil Universitas Islam Sultan Agung Semarang, Dr. Andes Haji Bejo Santosa MT PhD. Mohon ditahan dulu yang di depan, kita aba-aba. Yang berikutnya Universitas Islam Raden Rahmat Malang, Bapak Dr. Hasan Abadi MAP. Berikutnya Universitas Islam Madura, Bapak Ahmad SAG MPD. Berikutnya akan panggil Universitas Islam Lamongan, Bapak Haji Bambang Eko SH Hum MMA. Berikutnya nomor 13 Universitas Islam Jember, Dr. Andes Haji Abdul Hadi SPD SHMM. Berikutnya nomor 14 kami panggil Universitas Islam Jakarta, Bapak Profesor Dr. Insinyur Raihan MSI. Terakhir kami panggil Universitas Islam Darul Ulum Lamongan, Ibu Ainul Masroh SHI MH. Seperti yang tadi, mohon pulpen diambil dan ditunjukkan kepada kami untuk kita foto bersama. Pulpennya diangkat terlebih dahulu. Baik, bisa dimulai proses penandatanganan MOU. Baik, kalau sudah selesai, mohon bisa ditunjukkan kepada kamera untuk diambil foto. All delegates, please stand up and we'll take picture together and show the MOU. Yes, please stand up all delegates. Mohon berdiri, Bapak Rektor. Ditunjukkan show di MOU. Open the document, please. Open the document. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much. Please kindly be seated and give a round of applause. For delegates, overseas delegates, please still stay on the chair and we'll invite the second sessions. Bapak Ibu, terima kasih. Kita akan panggil untuk sesi kedua. MOU tetap ada di meja. Sesi kedua kami panggil yang pertama Universitas Ibnu Khaldun Bogor, Bapak Dr. Haji E. Bahrudin MAG, paling ujung, paling timur. Kedua, Universitas Alma-Ata, Profesor Dr. Haji Hamam Hadi, MSCD SPGK. Berikutnya kami panggil Universitas Al-Asyariah Mandar, Dr. Hajah Budurya Sahabuddin MSI. Berikutnya kami panggil urutan keempat Universitas Abdurrahman Saleh Situbondo, Bapak Irwan Yulianto SH.MH. Berikutnya kami panggil Universitas 17 Agustus 1945 Banyuwangi, Bapak Dr. Andes Andang Subaharyanto MHU. Berikutnya kami panggil STT Perlalawan, Profesor Dr. Haji Detri Karya SEMA. Mohon untuk tidak ditandatangani terlebih dahulu. Berikutnya kami panggil STKIP PGRI Jombang, Dr. Munawaroh MKes. Berikutnya kami panggil STKIP Pembangunan Indonesia Pasca Sarjana, Dr. Muhammad Yahya MPD. Berikutnya kami panggil STKIP Pembangunan Indonesia, Dr. Muhammad Yunus MPD. Berikutnya kami panggil STKIP Modern Ngawi, Bapak Sarwoto SPD MPD. Selanjutnya kami panggil STIT Sunan Giri Trenggalek, Dr. Haji Safi MHI. Berikutnya kami panggil STIT Al-Fatah Siman Lamongan, Nur Zaini MSI. Berikutnya kami panggil STIT Raden Santri Gresik, Ibu Ida Rohmawati MPhil. Berikutnya kami panggil STIS Miftahul Ulum Lumajang, Bapak Sarkowi SPDI MA. Berikutnya kami panggil STIA Al-Ghazali Baru, Bapak Dr. Komarudin Hasan MPD. Mohon izin Bapak-Bapak yang mengambil foto untuk sedikit mundur. Mundur lagi. Baik. Bapak Ibu, Bapak Ibu Rektor yang kami hormati, silakan mengambil pulpen dan ditujukan kepada kamera. Ditujukan kepada kamera. Baik, terima kasih. Proses tanda tangan bisa dimulai. Baik, kita ambil sesi foto, mohon bisa ditunjukkan. All delegates kindly stand up please, and once again, so the MOU will take picture session. Open the document. So the document is Thank you very much. Please kindly be seated. Give big round of applause for the second session of MOU signing. Bapak Ibu bisa tetap ditinggal di meja dokumen MOU-nya. We still have two more sessions. We still have two more sessions of the delegates. Yes. Pak Rektor mohon tetap berada di kursi, masih ada 2 sesi lagi. All delegates please back to podium, we still have 2 more sessions. Once again, we would like to invite University of the Holy Quran and Islamic Science Sudan, International University of Africa, Tarlac Agriculture, National Dongwa, Raja Mandala University, Unisma, Moscow, and others. Please, still on the stage, we still have 2 more sessions of MOU signing. Bapak Ibu yang kami hormati, sesi berikutnya kami panggil yang pertama Stai Salahuddin Pasuruan, Bapak Abu Umar Busromi MSI. Berikutnya kami panggil Stai Nashatut Tulak Sampang, Ibu Masyukuratus Sarifah MAHI. Berikutnya kami panggil Stai Nahdlatul Ulama Pacitan, Bapak Dr. Andes Haji Imam Fakih MSI. Berikutnya kami panggil Stai Nahdlatul Ulama Malang, Bapak Pujiono NPDI. Berikutnya kami panggil Stai Miftahul Ulum Pamekasan, Bapak Rusdi M. Sos. Berikutnya kami panggil Stai Mahat Ali Al-Hikam Malang, Bapak Profesor Dr. Kasui Saiban MAD. Berikutnya kami panggil Stai Hasanuddin Pari, Dr. Andes Haji Harun Musaijid MPhil. Berikutnya kami panggil Stai Denpasar Bali, Bapak Jumari SP MPD. Berikutnya kami panggil Stai Darul Ulum Banyuwangi, Bapak Zainal Aris MH MPD. Berikutnya kami panggil Stai Badrus Soleh, Haji Muhammad Ihya Ulumuddin MC MPD. Berikutnya kami panggil Stai At-Taqwa Bondowoso, Dr. Andes Haji Ahmadi MPD. Berikutnya kami panggil Stai Al-Hikmah Tuban, Bapak Mujib Ridwan SAG MA MSI. Selanjutnya kami panggil Stai Al-Ghazali Baru, Bapak Dr. Andes Haji Mustafa HMMA. Berikutnya kami panggil Politeknik Unisma Malang, Bapak Syafiq Nurdin SDMT. Berikutnya kami panggil Otimo International Master Garment Academy, Bapak Zaldi Iskandar BSc. Bapak Ibu, mohon izin untuk sedikit mundur lagi agar pengambilan gambar dari panitia menghasilkan gambar yang bagus. Baik, Silakan mengambil pulpen dan ditunjukkan kepada kamera. Pulpennya ditunjukkan terlebih dahulu. Pulpennya ditunjukkan terlebih dahulu. Baik, ditahan. Baik, bisa dimulai proses tanda tangan. Kita ambil sesi foto. All delegates, please stand up and we'll have picture session. So the document, kindly show the document, please. Cukup. Thank you very much. Terima kasih. Tetap tinggal di meja masing-masing. All delegates, we still have one more session. Please kindly be seated.
Lihat ke kanan, kanan, Pak. Kenapa?
Ya, yang penting jadi gimana?
Jangan takut. Oh, baru paham.
Tadi speakernya siapa tadi?
Hah?
Speakernya?
Nggak paham, Mas. Jadi kita
This is the last session of MOU signing. We would like to invite Bapak Ibu, ini sesi yang keempat, proses penandatanganan MOU. Kami panggil yang pertama Institut Teknologi and Science NU Pasuruan, Ibu Amidatus Solihat Jamil MPD. I would like to invite to the podium National Picton University Taiwan to have MOU signing. Berikutnya kami panggil Institut Ilmu Keislaman Zainul Hasan, Bapak Dr. Abdul Aziz MAG. Berikutnya kami panggil Institut Ilmu Keislaman An-Nufaya, Bapak Dr. Haji Ahmad Wasil MPDI. Berikutnya kami panggil IAIT Lirboyo Kediri, Bapak Kiai Haji Abdullah Kafalihi Mahfuz. we would like to invite National Pingchen University Taiwan, Professor Dr. Mike Y. Peigu, the President. Berikutnya kami panggil IAI Ulu Yang Mojokerto, Ibu Nining Kurrotu Aini SPDI STMSI. Selanjutnya kami panggil IAI Sunan Giri Ponorogo, Bapak Dr. Haji Marwan Solahuddin MAG. Selanjutnya kami panggil IAI Komarudin Gresik, Bapak Haji Lutfi Hakim MAG. Berikutnya kami panggil IAI Pangeran Dwi Penogoro Nganjuk, Bapak Dr. Haji Ridwan MPDI. Selanjutnya kami panggil IAI Ngawi, Bapak Dr. Andes Haji Mustaqim, Dipdis LMPDI. Selanjutnya IAI Darussalam Ciamis, Jawa Barat, Dr. Haji Husni Toyar MPDI. Berikutnya kami panggil IAI Darussalam Blok Agung Banyuwangi, Bapak Dr. Andes Haji Muhammad Hozin Faris MH. Selanjutnya kami panggil IAI Darul Luo Wadawa Bangil Pasuruan, Bapak Dr. Segaf Baharun MHI. Berikutnya kami panggil IAI Bunga Bangsa Cirebon, Bapak Dr. Haji Oman Fathur Rahman MA. Selanjutnya kami panggil IAI Bani Fatah Jombang, Bapak Dr. Haji Abdul Holik MHI. Selanjutnya kami panggil IAI Al-Falah As-Sunniyah Kencong Jember, Bapak Rijal Mumazik MHI. Berikutnya kami panggil STAI Al-Fatah Pacitan, Bapak Kiai Haji Muhammad Burhanuddin HB. Berikutnya kami panggil Universitas Tidar, Bapak Dr. Insinyur Nur Farid MSI. Berikutnya kami panggil Universitas Nahdlatul Ulama Blitar, Ibu Widyarini MPD. Terakhir kami panggil Sekolah Tinggi Ekonomi Islam Kanjeng Sepuh Sidayu Gresik, Bapak Dr. Nasruddin MA. For National Pingchen University Taiwan, please show the pen. Take the pen and show us. Okay. Stand up. Bapak Ibu, pulpen diambil terlebih dahulu dan ditujukan kepada kamera. Pulpen ditujukan terlebih dahulu. Baik, proses tanda tangan bisa dimulai. Bapak Ibu pimpinan perguruan tinggi dalam negeri, perlu kami sampaikan proses penyelesaian tanda tangan MOU akan kita lanjutkan besok pagi, termasuk proses menstempel MOU yang sudah ditandatangani, termasuk pemberian foto barang dan cenderamata Bapak Ibu yang akan diberikan kepada kampus sesuai dengan MOU yang telah dilakukan. Besok kita akan melakukan proses lanjutan proses penandatanganan MOU ini pukul 8 sampai pukul 9. Okay, all delegates please kindly stand up and show the documents. Show the document. Terima kasih Bapak Ibu, silakan kembali ke tempat masing-masing. Thank you very much all delegates for the MOU signing. Once again, give big round of applause. Sekali lagi kami sampaikan bahwa proses penyelesaian tanda tangan MOU termasuk pemberian cenderamata kepada kampus yang dituju akan dilakukan besok pagi pukul 8 sampai pukul 9 di lantai 6 gedung ini. Di lantai 6 gedung ini, satu lantai yang di bawah di mana kita berada saat ini. All delegates, we would like to inform you, after this we are going to go to the Malang City Town Hall. All delegates, we would like to inform you all. After this, we're going to go to the hotel, take bath, and at 6 o'clock, we're going to pick you to meet the mayor of Malang City and have dinner together. All overseas delegates, we're going to inform you that we're going to back to the hotel, and at 6 o'clock we are going to pick you all and meet the mayor of Malang City and have dinner together. Thank you very much for today's meeting, and we'll see you tomorrow morning at this same hall. The last I say, Wallahul muwafiq ila aqwamit thoriq. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.